Welcome back to another ADSR and FM8 tutorial. So today we're going to be going over how to create that kind of vocal trap sound which is played for you in FM8. It's a pretty simple patch, and that little downward shift you heard is happening right here, and that was just the mod wheel. So it wasn't any external processor or anything like that, or any automation. I just played that in live. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to make a new instance of FM8, and I'm going to mute this. These and copy and paste those down. So let's get a new sound started in FM8. So we got so far. So first thing, we're going to go to the master tab, and we're going to turn up the output to 90 and the input to 90 to get a little bit more volume. Actually, let's go 95. For the polyphony, let's go dial it down to 6, and we're going to choose mono. And for the voices, we're going to do 2, and make sure you have the dynamic button checked. Let's turn the detune up to 62, because that kind of helps it make it have a little bit more of a vocal sound, having the detune. And then I'm going to pan it a little bit. I'm going to turn the pan dial up, because kind of gets it out of the middle a little, which is where you kind of hear that big kick drum, which is where in any trap song you're going to have a huge kick drum. So we're going to get that wide. And let's get the portamento on and turn it up to about 38. And then unselect auto. Moving on to the effects, we're just going to do that first. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the peak EQ, and I'm going to do a little bit of a boost at the top end, and turn the Q up to about 70 or 69. Anywhere in there is good. And then I'm going to activate the reverb. The time set to 42, the bright to 64, the treble around 70. We'll do 70, even 70, and the dry wet we'll do 30. And then last effect I'm going to put on the sound is the psych delay. I'm going to check the sync and turn the time down. So this is just to thicken it up to around 10, and the dry wet down to about 20. And then the feedback down to 30, just to thicken up that sound a little bit. Next, we're going to click on the expert tab, which brings up the operators. And the only operators you're going to use for this sound is 3, so it's pretty simple to make. So I'm going to activate the D, operator D, E, and F's already active. And for operator D, I'm going to keep it on a sine wave, but I'm going to change the ratio. I'm going to change it to 1.0059. And I'm going to check the key sync button right there. And for operator E, we're going to change the waveform to a square waveform. And for the ratio, it's going to be 2. And again, check the key sync. And for operator E, we're just going to route that directly to our output and make it around 65. And finally, for the last operator we're going to activate is F. We're going to change the ratio to 1.5. And we're going to check key sync, and we're going to choose the 5th formant wave. And then we're going to modulate that into our F operator and drag that up around somewhere a little bit above 60 would probably be good. also going to modulate D into E, and then I'm going to modulate this. I'm going to drag above the F operator to about 10. And that's pretty much it for the operators. You could really, for any type of a trap sound like this that you're going for a vocal sound, you can substitute any of the formants. And you're going to get some pretty cool results there. And so turn that down, maybe do about five or 6. Now we're going to go to the our X operator. I'm sorry, our pitch operator, and this is gonna kind of make it have that sharp attack at the beginning. So let's drag the envelope up to around 25, and we can keep the tune at 0 where it's at, and let's select auto and turn off on for the portamento. And then analog, going to bump that up just to about 10 to give it a little bit more character. And what we're going to do is click tempo sync in the envelope, and then we're going to drag this in pretty far. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sharp drop in the sound right like that. And that's kind of what's affecting that pitch, giving a little bit more of a vocal feel, and it's also really kind of that trap sound that we all hear. The last thing we have to do is we're going to go to our mod tab, and so on the first one, if I unmute that and I'll play that real quick, I'll solo it. You hear right there on that last note that the pitch dips down. It's not doing that on this one. Definitely not as pronounced. And the reason for that is by default we have to change the pitch up and pitch bend down. So drag this up to we'll do about 11, and we'll drag this one down to 11, and now you're going to hear that note pitch downwards. So here's the sound we just created. It's a pretty cool trap sound, and that's basically it, guys. Really simple. Doing those kind of vocal sounds in FM8 is pretty easy and quick. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys got some cool tips and tricks from this video. And if you have any questions or comments, just let me know below. And head on over to FM8tutorials.com for just everything FM8, whether it's tutorials, presets, anything like that. And yeah, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.